Show me what you have to show.
Good morning. It's Sunday. The clocks have just gone forward, so we're up bright and early. Going to go out for a brunch today. And we're up here on the boat this weekend doing a recce, bringing up all of our stuff for summer. All our plants are back on the boat. It shouldn't get cold enough now to kill them off. And at this time of year we have to come up and do a spring clean and make a list of everything that needs doing, and it's quite good having been away on and off over the winter because you get a fresh look at everything. And we're at that stage on the boat. I think we're 5 years in now on the boat, and we built everything over the pandemic. But towards the end of it, we were running out of materials. You couldn't buy materials, and we had to finish some things off in a way that wasn't as good as we might have wanted it to be. So, as well as doing maintenance, we're revisiting things, ready to up the game on them a bit, make them a bit better. I'll sort of show you the things that we're going to do. Up here, we put a skylight in, and we faced it with bendy ply and just put some rope around the edge to hide the edges. But it was a sort of quick solution to a problem. The window is absolutely filthy up there. That's the wet winter. Anyway, Henry has now made a template for the corners, and he's going to line and face all of that. The other problem is you can still see some of the metal on the skylight there, and it drips on us, so we need to cover all the metal. And he'll get the wood going around here, around there, and around these edges here, so it'll tidy it all up. You're quite looking forward to that job, aren't you?
Yeah, just utilising my router skills.
The bedroom I just painted white at the time, and we are going to, well, I'm going to redecorate it, and we've got some wallpaper to go up on the ceiling that we ordered from Photo Wall. So that'll be a tricky old job getting that up there. But we've also been experimenting. So we have a king size bed. It goes from side to side. Really difficult to make it. It's the right struggle. We've got two separate mattresses here. I have a hybrid mattress and Henry has a bog standard orthopedic mattress. But a friend of ours suggested that what we could do, because we have a mattress topper, is to put a mattress protector on the two mattresses underneath, and then to put the sheets around the mattress topper. And that way, because the problem is getting it all tucked in down the sides there, it's just a nightmare. So last night we wrapped the sheet around and slept on it to see if it would move, and it didn't. It was absolutely still in the same place this morning. So we'll give it another couple of nights and try, and if it works, then what we're going to do is use the sheets we've already got, sew them into an envelope, a nice tight fitting envelope so it doesn't all crease up like that, and slip the mattress topper into the envelope and just make that. I think that's going to be a really good solution. I hope so. So the other metal we have exposed is around these windows. We did have a trim on them, but it didn't, the jiggling boat made it come off, and we weren't very happy with it anyway. So Henry made some much better ones over here out of a single piece of wood, and that looks much better, hides the metal. So we've got two more pieces to do. They're partly shaped out. What have you got to do to these? You've got to get the router on them, haven't you? And
Yeah. Around
Henry,
all the corners a bit. There might be a bit of fitting left to do as well. So, but yeah, not so far off.
Henry's got a new router. You can tell he's really excited about using it. So coming outside, the boat is absolutely filthy. I hate it when it gets like this, but there's been so much rain and it's been chilly. So what I'm going to have to do, probably not this trip, but when we come back up after Easter, I'm going to wash the whole of the roof down, and that'll give me a chance to see what the paintwork is like. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to do some work on it. The roof doesn't last as long as the rest of the paintwork does, and especially along there where the handrail meets the roof, it tends to bubble up and blister, and I can see some primer paint underneath it from here. So I'm going to scrub the boat down, and that gives you a good chance to see what needs repairing and so on, and then we can set off with a nice clean boat and a list of the paintwork that needs doing. This has got to be painted. We had the flue removed and it's just been like that for a year, so I'll probably have to, that's all right, probably just give that a top coat. So yeah, oh, it's so dirty. Well, we popped over to Dodington Hall for breakfast today, and we've discovered this barn of beautiful four-wheeled wagons. They've got quite a collection here. It seems they were sort of invented around the time of the Industrial Revolution, when they needed to move heavier loads, and the two-wheeled wagons weren't doing it. These are gorgeous. What a lovely collection. Look at this one. Monday morning, and we're just, while we wait to go down for diesel to Burton Waters, I'm having a quick, just a spitting a promise, licking a promise on the boat. It's quite useful because when you clean it, you can see where little bits of, where is it? Up here somewhere. I can't see it now, but you can see the green algae down there. Terrible. It's never been this dirty. Can't bear it. Anyway, yes. So anyway, when you wash it, you can see where little bits of paint have bubbled up, and little spots like this too. I mean, it's tiny, but if you leave it, it gets worse, and then it takes a lot more work to sort it out. So I'm going to give it a good once over and see what needs doing, and then I can decide how to approach it. So we're going to go down to Burton Waters with the girls on the boat up there. They've got a 70-footer and they're not used to driving it, so we're going together, so they've got some moral support. Well, we're off to get diesel, and our friends are following slowly behind. They managed to successfully turn their boat in Brayford Pool, so that's one thing out of the way. Breezy today, but not too bad, and it's quite nice to be moving. We'll actually be moving away from Lincoln in a couple of weeks, so nice to just to get our hand in. These are all the residential boats in Lincoln. Some very interesting ones along here. Once you pass the residential moorings, there's a whole group of pirate boats with all their attendant rubbish. There's no risers here, so I can imagine it's problematic for them when it floods. Well, that's us sorted for now. We've filled up with diesel, about 129 litres at 156, so that was over £200. But it's sort of, you know, the general price at the moment. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It'll do. There is not loads of places to get diesel around this part of the country on the network, and we'll be leaving to go down the River Trent, so it'll be probably towards Northampton, or no, Beeston actually, next time we can get some. So anyway, that's all to come in the next week or so. We've had a good look around the boat. We know what we need to do this year. We've ordered everything ready to come home so that we can bring it up, and we're about as good to go as we can be. So that's it for now. See you on the next one, where we'll be setting off. Have a good week. See you all. Bye.
Won't you come and say if you know the way to